on the cusp. So now, Eamonn, Sadziu, gonna have this plan going. Honestly, I think for Sadziu, yes, Kratzo had a really good guess in that final one there. But if Sadziu plays exactly like he did there, he's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, it's not like he played really bad. It's just that Kratzo had a very incredible guess in the last round. Not only getting Kalimantan itself, but region guessing itself. I mean, one went west, one went east. Not the biggest difference. But we see on paper, Eamonn favored in this matchup. But what do the numbers say in the game of GeoGuessr? Not
exactly. I feel like the last couple of weeks have just been upset central. I mean, so many should win this game situations where they then end up not doing it. It's tricky, but here we are into round number 1, and what a place to be.
Yeah, what a place. Guatemala. Quite waiting for Generation 4 coverage because, you know, I feel like Generation 3 doesn't really give it justice. Oh, you mean no because you want to have the roof rack?
I like the roof rack. It makes it so much easier. You know what? I'll take new coverage if we can get roof rack as well in that one. And I'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
I need some extra help, bro.
Just get better.
That is, yeah, true. Facts. Just get gooder. Is usually the way to go about it. Here you can get Kale Asfaltas. Maybe that's the company that is shipping concrete to, or asphalt to Bulgaria. Maybe it's just the name of the city. You might never know. Eamonn gets his guess on in. Sadziu is going to go further down towards the city of Guatemala, in the country of Guatemala, and he's going to be closer.
Yeah, funnily enough, Guatemala is the capital of Guatemala.
Not confusing at all.
No.
And then we go to
Rome.
Italy. Yeah, Italy confirmed.
That's quite nice.
Always nice when you get the capital on the sign instantly.
Yeah, don't know which town is more famous, Rome or West Leuden.
I'm not sure either. You'd have to think Rome because it's further away, but it's still on the kilometer or miles indicator.
Miles. I love my freedom units.
Ah, yes, the logical ones that everyone likes to use. Is Boonville is where Eamonn is going to go.
Boonville.
Both are in the same city, and that's going to be the 5K lineup. You know what? Make it a 10K at that. As a lot of info was available, and they're going to make the most of it. 10K comes through. We'll like to see it.
Yeah, 5K plus 5K equals 10K.
Thank you. In case
anyone was wondering. And we do see a co-partner here, Garut. Should be
another
knowable.
10K? Question mark?
I mean, there's no way they line up.
You say that. But
I mean, I say that because Eamonn guessed from space.
Have you ever heard of back-to-back 10Ks?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Maybe in the game of Blinky World Malfunction and moving, but...
Could be. Could be. Still, though, both going to be close to target. A lot of good intel. Didn't even have to move down the dirt road. So this one is effectively a skipped round as well. So we now go in to round number 4.
I mean, there's still 7 rounds left to play. We just take a slow start to the game.
Potentially.
As we see the prediction coming in, saying, you know what, Sadziu is pretty good at South Africa moving. Meanwhile, Eamonn, on the other hand, not as good. We do see some type of hills here to maybe use and make an educated guess. Sadziu finding a very good sign here. A very good one, N8.
Yeah, Eamonn is going to have that sign available now as well. And there you have it. Handbelt, Greek Vastat.
Greek Vastat.
Scanning, looking for the city.
Yeah, they both found the 8, but they haven't found the town names because they can sometimes be mislabeled. They sometimes have the, you know, the original name on the map.
Doesn't make things any easier. Well, that's not the case. As they do both get their guesses in. Eamonn is going to be just a couple 100 meters off. Sadziu a bit further off to the side, but yet another great guess from Eamonn.
I mean, not quite a 10K, but still very close to each other. As we see 4 rounds played, not that much health lost. We do spawn in...
Sri Lanka!
India or Sri Lanka. We do have the 3 lines here though. Also these. We also have Kandy.
Okay, so maybe not Sri Lanka. As
It is
soon
Sri
as I see the
Lanka.
text,
Oh, it is Sri Lanka.
I instantly go Sri Lanka. I feel like Sri Lanka has some of the most recognizable, like, alphabet. With all the letters just being round.
Ooh.
Incredible guess from Sadziu. Not sure if that was just quick sent down the middle. But then again, we've seen him get 5Ks that way, so why not sit 1.2 kilometers out as well?
Yep. And this could also be a 10K because we are somewhere in NT. We should be in Darwin or what's the other town called there? Even like Palmerston City, one of those two. Let's have it signed to Karama City Library. Maybe findable.
Could be. Big intersection. Have the road names available there as well. So 30 seconds to go. Both these players taking their time.
And he found a 5K. That's
there
one
you go.
5K down. Now the question is,
if we can get another one.
follow suit?
Double
like
10Ks in one day. Oh, the zoom.
Nope.
And the last second readjustments from Eamonn. Zooming out now to see if he can find it. Not quite the case. Sadziu also an intersection off.
Oh.
Luckily for him, not a 5K. Not that it's going to change much in the grand scheme of things. Still, a round run for him.
Yeah, so far it has been a pretty easy seed given the information. But now we also go to a very unique road in Russia, so both will know the road as well.
And what makes this road unique?
Just by the landscape. It's very dry. You would never get, especially combined with the mountains, you're just very close to Mongolia.
I was going to say, this is like a Argentinian vibe almost to it, if you look at the landscape.
Especially if you're confused, if you don't see the antenna and just the black car.
Yeah, you don't have any text, then you're like, wait a minute.
You know, obviously these players will not confuse it, but I could see.
Oh, you wouldn't hope so. Especially not since they actually do have text available. You have to imagine that they know exactly where to be. Sadziu trying to line it up. Will be close to it, but Eamonn gonna be even closer. 4,999. Minimal damage comes through once again. I mean, you said the seed has been pretty easy. Yeah. I don't know if that's been the case or if these two players are just playing incredibly, because both of them are sat at over 5K into round 8. That's
finally a country with big impact. We will see a US round. It looks like California with the black in the middle of the line. Interesting card plate there. Not sure what that was. We have
also
fronts.
Eamonn becomes Eamonn when he's Eamonn the Demon. And I feel like today he's playing just like that.
I mean, he told me that he prefers people to say Eamonn, like Pokemon, like Eamonn.
People are so specific about their names.
Yeah, right?
I just have a name that isn't even my name. That makes it so much easier. Then I don't get to be specific about it.
Well, my name is also not Ziggy, so...
Wait, what? Your first name
Wait,
is not Siggy?
Yeah, it's not.
What?
Not really.
Well, let's see. 10 seconds to work with. Sadziu is still yet to even open the map. Now he does. Looking to go towards California. Very close to where Eamonn is as well.
Wow, right in the middle. This game will go the distance. I mean, we only have 2 rounds left, and we have a difference of 400 points.
Tricky one for sure. We were thinking, chat, who's going to take home this moving game? Because right now, it's practically impossible to call it.
And we spawn on an area code in Brazil, so we might not see any damage here as well if both of them have practiced their
And that's where we then
codes.
get Denmark round 10. For the small countries to matter, you know?
And then we get assigned to Fredrikstad, and then it's over.
We'll see. Could be the case. A lot of info available here, but it's about trying to kind of cipher through what is useful information and what is not. Sadziu gets the line up. Goes way inland. What are you thinking here?
I mean, both of them found the 66 area code, which is probably the biggest area code other than the Amazonian ones. I mean, it's all of Mato Grosso, so it's really hard to say. But it looks like he lined up the town.
Yeah, might just have it. Could be at another 5K. We'll see if he's going to get it. 3 seconds for Eamonn to try and readjust. We'll do so in the last moment. It's going to be a bit further towards the east. I thought Sadziu had a thing. He thought so too. It looked really solid. Oh, but it's going to be huge! They had the number, sure, but it was not going to be enough to even things out. And for Eamonn the Demon, now sat almost 5,000 points ahead. He is looking very comfortable into this round 10.
Yeah, Eamonn the Demon.
Eamonn the Demon.
As we see, we do have a big country, so things are still possible for Sadziu, but he needs to find information quick, make a good guess, and Eamonn has to make some kind of mistake.
Chat goes Georgia. What are you thinking here, Ziggy?
Well, we do have no... Let me take a quick look at the plates. It does seem like we have no front plates, so southern would make sense. I was like... Oh, wait, that's the North Carolina one? I mean, Michigan has similar ones, but they have an M for Michigan. Thank you very much. So you can differentiate those two. So Eamonn should be in the right state here, which basically means I don't think there's any possibility for Sadziu to win.
McDonald's? No. Just Subway. Fair enough.
I mean, I would prefer McDonald's over Subway. Hashtag no ad. not sponsored yet.
Virginia guess into South Carolina. It's round 10. You need something big if you are Sadziu, and it's not going to happen, as a matter of fact. Eamonn wins this round as well. It was close all the way through the first 8 rounds. Then Eamonn able to separate himself coming into those final 2. Great turnaround for him as he gets himself 1 point on the board. Now headed on into round number 2.
Yeah, I really like this movie game. It was very close, other than pretty much the buzzer round and then obviously the last round. But Eamonn, no big mistakes, and
well fought between the two.
Very well played.
This is also a very identifiable country, at least. Maybe specific islands too. I mean, they're both out there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very barren, so it has to be one of those islands. There's not that many islands covered in Gen 4. As we see, both of them lining up one island or another.
I figured out how we get chat to talk. You just have to mention something with food. First they debated cheese for a half hour, and then we say fast food. Now they're all going, no, this is better. No, that is better.
Because nobody agrees on this. Like, nobody's saying, yeah, okay, everyone agrees that one is better than the other. So it's really easy to bait you people.
Okay, Chat, I'm gonna set you up for a good debate here while we get this game going. Pizza or burgers? You don't get to answer, Siggy. This is just for chat to fight amongst one another.
I mean, that's the easiest question to answer.
I would agree, but chat might not. We'll see as this one goes through. Okay, bit further towards the west, right in between them, just 10 kilometers apart, as a matter of fact. 33 damage. Not gonna be too much. As Sadziu, a quick yawn. Gotta stay in the game, my man. Gotta stay locked in. You're down 1-0 already.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't yawn now. You're in a game of GeoGuessr.
Seems like chat is mainly pizza chat.
Yeah. I feel like you can just do more with pizza. There's so much stuff you can add on it.
You're not being creative enough. There's theoretically not anything you can put into a pizza that you can't put into a burger.
With, like, kebab pizza or something, or like the curry banana pizza.
Why are we talking about food? Now I'm getting hungry. This is not good.
Yeah, I'm also hungry because I haven't had anything to eat.
Well, we asked for Sadziu to stay locked in. We should probably be the same. As this second game, there's some distance in between their guesses, but not too much.
Nope, not too much.
Zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out. It is going to be a bit further towards the northwest, but of course, it being round 2, it's not going to amount to too much damage. 600 at that to set things off here.
Yeah, that's almost more points than they have lost in the first 8 rounds in the moving game. As we go into a turkey round, should be Sandiorfa with these rocks, and that's where Eamonn instantly zooms in as well. I do quite like that guess. The good old rocks.
What sent you there? Just landscape vibes? Or is there anything in particular? The rocks alone? Okay.
Just the rocks combined with the flatness and maybe also the ridge to the north.
Rocks and vibes.
Rocks and vibes and everything.
Yeah. I feel like that would make for a good beer bar.
Ooh, we do see Sadziu with a very different guess. Not completely different, but he is very far like eastern and middle.
Commits to it. Helps to set up shop all the way over towards the Azerbaijan border. Eamonn 2 micro adjustments further down towards the south. And it's gonna be Eamonn closer. 1400 damage done here as he's able to maintain, or not just maintain, but separate himself by quite the margin after getting himself the win in what was a very close moving game. Now 4 rounds in, still undamaged here, no move.
Yeah, once you look at this, we do spawn in Russia again. We have the short antenna, which is blurred, which happens a lot in Perm, Ufa, also in Southern, but this is way too green to be south. So we do see both of them zooming into kind of that region between Perm, Ishevsk, Ufa. That's kind of where you instantly think with this.
Well, that's where Eamonn is going. Seems like Sadziu is joining him as well. Might have a road line up here as well. Who we get? Yet another 10k. We have the river. We have train tracks on the other side. See the antennas for them just there in the distance on Sadziu's screen. I think Sadziu might be cooking something here, but he doesn't seem too pleased with it. Hasn't put his pin down there just yet. He's looking further up the train tracks to try and see if he can get the city proper. Now trying to line it up with the road as well. It's going to be Eamonn with the final login, and this is going to be a bit further down towards the south.
But Eamonn's still closer, so still a flawless going
true,
on.
True.
Oh no, the pineapple on pizza debate is unfolding.
I respect it.
Oh, jeepers.
Then we can add the Swedish vibes to it and go banana on pizza, curry on pizza. Chat. It only gets weirder when you start ordering pizza in Sweden.
Okay, it says the spirit of South Alberta. So
that does help.
That's a good sign.
Then you should go to Alberta and then go south. I guess Calgary to some extent qualifies as south. Maybe you could go even further south. We'll see. Medicine Hat. Is that actually the name of a city?
Yes, yes. It's a pretty big
city. Countries. Why?
I feel like that's a top 10 names in...
What even is a medicine hat?
Like...
You know what, chat? Let us know what a medicine hat is, but you can't be right. You can only be wrong. I want to hear the best wrong guess of what a medicine hat is. Well, Sadziu knew exactly what it was, because it was, as a matter of fact, in Medicine Hat proper.
That is pretty funny.
It's actually downtown Medicine Hat.
Okay, what am I
reading?
reading?
Then we go from Medicine Hat out into the wilderness.
Yeah, looks like the Philippines here. Tall palm trees here. Usually puts you towards the southern parts. We also see a pole top that makes it pretty much only Philippines. And both of them going south as well.
Yep, Sadziu gonna lock in first. Eamonn saying thank you. I will spend the last 15 seconds that I have available. Not gonna go all the way towards the southeast. Would have gotten him a whole lot more of Sadziu's help. I potentially even won in the game, but felt comfortable there still. 1,000 damage done. It's a good guess on his part. And Sadziu now finds himself at half the health of Eamonn. But only 3 rounds left to get something done here. This is not gonna be an easy task.
Yeah, we are in Canada here with this car blur. Now the question is, where in Canada are we? Because we do have a straight north road, which usually only happens in the prairies, but this does not look like one of the states. So Eamonn is like, okay, you know what? There is a grid in Val d'Or, something like that. And that is also north-south, and that's where he is instantly. On the other hand, we have a New Brunswick, and I don't hate that, because the vegetation-wise, I do quite like more eastern, but it's a pretty hard round here.
Chad is in Sweden. Fair. Well, there's plenty of kilometers in between the guesses of the pros, so why not add another continent to the mix as well? Eamonn is still looking towards Ontario, but seems like he's going to commit to Quebec. And glad that he did just that, because this could be game, and most likely will be. There you have it, 8,000 damage done, and Eamonn able to net himself a solid 2-0 victory and 3 points in the bag.
Yep. 3 points for Eamonn. I'm not sure if I don't think he needs them, but you know, rather have than need.